I guess there's obviously some tension going into the game after the Bastion hit from a few weeks ago. Did you hear about that pregame, or did you guys fill you in?
I mean, I knew about the hit on Bastion going into this game. First shift, I asked him. There's a bit of a code, and I thought he would have answered that, but I don't know what he was told, but he said no. And after a hit like that, it kind of goes without saying you should answer the bell in some way and be a man about it. And then game goes on, then he throws another hit like that, gets kicked out, and possible suspension. So there's a right way to go about things and a wrong way, and I kind of lost a lot of respect for him tonight.
How frustrating was it?
Oh yeah, you never want to see a teammate go down like that. It kills me. Try and get at him, and it's just one of those things.
Was it frustrating for you that the refs didn't let you kind of go at him after the hit on Siegenthaler?
I mean, it's part of their job to de-escalate anything that goes on, so they're just trying to do their job, and I understand that. I just wish I could have got it to him quicker and taught him a lesson.
What did they say about
waving goodbye to you as he's going off the ice?
Yeah, I mean, he's a young kid in this league. He has a lot to learn still. You don't do things like that your first year in the league, especially. Like I said, I lost quite a bit of respect for him tonight.
Kurtis, what did the refs say to you about a 10-minute misconduct? Did they say why exactly? No,
that's just how it goes sometimes, and they're trying to step in and, like I said, de-escalate the situation and give me a 10. That's what they do.
Kurtis, you see discipline there for Randy?
Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, he's a huge guy, and he's throwing his elbows around like that. You got to learn how to hit properly and not injure players. Never want to see a guy go down like that.
Kurtis, just coming here, as recent as you have, learning about this team over the past month and what they've gone through, what kind of message are you just trying to bring to this group coming from Colorado, a team that's won in the past?
Yeah, I mean, it's just there's a great young group here, and really excited to be a part of it, and just anything that I can help the team for wins each night. I want to be that presence for them and make them feel comfortable out there, and if anything does happen, then I'll take care of it. But obviously couldn't do that tonight, so it's pretty disappointing.
Just for, obviously results aside, just to be able to get in there and play that, how did you feel in there in front of your new team?
Pretty good. I think, the guys did a good job in front of me. They were really helpful throughout the whole game, communicating to me. There's obviously a lot of things that, system-wise that are new for me, and like you learn as you go. You can't just remember everything at once, but I think we did a pretty good job, helping each other out there.
Were you playing on emotion? I mean, adrenaline. What was your feeling?
Just trying to enjoy. It's a great building to play, and obviously it's a rivalry here, and two New York teams playing against each other, and just trying to enjoy it. Good to get the first one out of the way, obviously, but tough not to get to come up with 2 points.
Looked like you might have been screened on the second goal. Can you take me through that?
Yeah. Just try to find a lane, but couldn't, and went in.
Just as far as outside noise of pressure on goaltending for this team right now, is that an opportunity that you look to hone in, or do you feel a little bit of pressure coming in right away and having a game like this?
I don't really feel pressure. No, I just like I said, I try to go out there and enjoy the game and play to my best abilities, and trust that that's going to be good enough. And I felt good tonight. Obviously, like I said, tough to not come up with 2 points.
What do you think of the defense around you and the way they were cleaning up pucks?
I think the guys are battling. They're what I like. They were there for me for handles. Like anytime I went behind the net, they were open. They're blocking shots. They're hustling back. The puck bounces sometimes. There's whatever mistakes, but I think it's most important that you battle back and you hustle and try to clean up whatever rebounds or whatnot and cut the angles. So I think they overall did a pretty good job.
That's a big part of you learning how they want to play and how you want to play with?
Yeah, of course. There's, you have new players. It takes a little bit to kind of learn their tendencies and their habits and whatnot. But I think, in that situation, you really want to just focus on your own game and try to be as solid as possible.
Battled late there. When you look back, the PK was good, but do you think you needed to get that goal in the 5-minute power play?
Oh, obviously now this late in the season, it's hard 5-on-5 to score goals, and obviously you need your power play to step up in those times during the game, especially late in the game, and we just need our power play to honestly be better there. We could have made a difference for the team, and we did not. So obviously frustrating.
What did they do 5-on-5 tonight? They limited you in shots for the first 2 periods.
Oh, they were playing solid. There were some times where we didn't really manage to puck well either, and they were playing well to the inside. They took away the middle of the ice for us to get those great areas, and we also didn't funnel enough pucks to get in there. We kind of kept a little too much to the outside, and we had a little slow start to the game.
Are you encouraged by the play of your goaltender today?
Yeah, obviously it was great seeing. He came up with some big saves, and it was good seeing him in that, and thought he looked good out there.
What do you think you guys are not seeing on the power play right now?
Well, obviously we weren't getting to the areas to shoot. We were kind of getting there, and then we were kind of holding on to pucks a little bit, or trying to make the next best play instead of making the simple play. Sometimes on the power play, when you look at some of the goals that we have taken, it's usually shots and some rebounds or some second opportunities, and we didn't really get to those today, and obviously we have a practice day to work on that.
It must be very frustrating because you can explain it, but then when you're out there to do it, it just doesn't happen. How frustrating can that be?
Yeah, obviously you want to make the best play out there. That's what you always want to do, and sometimes in a game like that, you think you're seeing the best play, even if the best play maybe is just something that is too simple for the eye to see, and sometimes you just have to accept that then the next play isn't always the fanciest play. It's going to be a simple play that sets up second and third opportunities, and sometimes you have to get to that.
Just your thoughts on what happened to Siegs and Rempe and that whole, the way all that played out. It's the second time this player has done that to your group.
Well, obviously I don't like to hit. When you see on the replay, he's coming in with an elbow, and obviously what happens after that is obviously one of our tough guys protecting our guy, and obviously he didn't want it, and that's how it is. We're having our guy out there to back it up and do his job, and I don't know, I guess they didn't want it, and I guess their coach wanted it.
You're a team that likes to play fast. You expect to get a quality shots. Are you doing anything differently defensively that's kind of limiting your offense?
No, I think there's just kind of those quick plays in the D zone that sets up our offense when we're on our toes, and I think in the end of the game we were on our toes when we won the puck. We transitioned fast, and we did a good job with that to kind of get above them too. We were creating some odd man rushes off of some good D zone playing, and they did the same thing when we were not fast enough getting back to the zone. So it kind of goes hand in hand.
Jesper, you think that Rempe should see some discipline after that?
Yeah, I think so. It's another guy that we don't know what it's going to look with his future next coming game playing with us or not. It's an elbow to the head, and obviously you don't like to see that.
Jesper, the overall game and also the hit on Theodore.
As far as the overall game, I'm obviously disappointed that we lost. It was a hard-fought game. I thought we came up light a little bit in a couple areas. Little loose puck battles. I'm not saying, a lot of nights those little battles determine the game. I thought obviously our power play needs to get us one, and we didn't convert on some really good chances where we had some good looks or even backdoor plays that didn't connect that we're capable of, and it was a tough loss against a good team. As far as the hit goes, players in a vulnerable spot. Everyone knows in hockey that when a D-man's getting the line, he's got one leg in the air. He's in a very vulnerable spot there, and a big guy coming across. And I think there's some intent there to injure the player.
Travis, you hoping to see some discipline on the hit?
Well, like I said, everyone knows the game at all, knows that player is in a vulnerable spot, and there's a player that is looking to, call it predatory or whatever you want to call it, and it's definitely not the first time that it's happened, and second time against us.
You're disappointed when you get an effort like you did from your goalie tonight that he wasn't rewarded?
Yeah, I thought he gave us a good game.
Trev, what is not working on the power play? We were just talking to Bratt, and he was saying, we know what to do, but it's just not happening.
Yeah, you know what? They're not connecting. It's easy to say. If you could just say, hey, this is why they're not scoring, then they'd probably score. There's more than one reason why they're not. Tonight, we just didn't get organized very well. I thought the Rangers did a good job. Give them credit. And it was an emotional game, obviously, right from the get-go. There was, obviously, from the game before with the hit on Bass. And, you knew emotions would be high.
Well, what stood out about Gulligan's play tonight? Throw him in net, and he, raised to the effort that he had tonight.
He was good, yeah, especially in the first half of the game. I thought we wasn't our best game the first 20 minutes, and he kept us in, and then I thought we started to gain some traction.
Do you have an update on Siegenthaler?
I don't. He's not doing great, obviously. He didn't come back, and you never like to see a player get hit like that, and especially when it's happened twice now.
How would you assess Luke's game right now?
Well, first of all, he's a good young defenseman. He's going to be a good young defenseman in this league for a long time, but he will make some mistakes. His play sometimes can get loose, and a lot of that comes from trying to do too much, and finding his way through that is going to be vital for his improvement and us also teaching and also being patient as well.
I know there's always a one game at a time approach, but obviously looking at the standings, how do you guys stay level-headed knowing that you're playing catch up here toward the end of the
Yeah,
season?
this is a tough loss. When you look at the standings, every point matters, and like I said, we're right there at 2-1 with a couple minutes left, and get a late goal and give ourselves a chance. So.
What's your assessment of Jack's game tonight? Felt like he had an opportunity to tie it there, turns the puck over.
Yeah, he competed hard. One thing about Jack is you could tell tonight he was his compete level was very high, and with skilled players, you don't always grade them on goals and assists. There wasn't a lot of room out there. Either way, there wasn't a lot of shots.
Trav, we talked a little bit about the hit, but to see Kurtis go out there and try and, do something about it, what does that say?
Yeah, it's not surprising. There is a bit of a code in the league. I was a little surprised from the beginning of the game. Dermy tried to live by the code early in the game, and it didn't happen. And he tried to do it then again, and fighting is allowed in the NHL. We've seen it a lot, and there's certain players that do it a lot more than others. So yeah.